Welcome to my daily or my book page. Just a little talk. I'm just thought about people always question me, what do I do with my books? You know, after I read my books, what do I do with them? What do I do with them? Well, that's a very good question. What do you do with your books? There's we could always donate them to the Goodwill stores. We could always donate them to thrift shops. Nose is itching there, but we could always donate them to thrift shops, Goodwill stores. You name it, we could always donate it to. But let me tell you, one of the things that I encourage you to do is go to your local clinics and just put these books up on the shelf somewhere in your local clinics. Just lay them down on one of the tables, lay them down somewhere where somebody can see them. Maybe in the chapels, if it's religious literature, or if it's not religious literature, laid out somewhere in a front desk area or somewhere like that. Because what happens is, a lot of times people will see books and they want to read them while they're in the doctor's office, so they'll get books and they'll read books. And also it gives them something to do. Even, when I was in a hospital for 5 days, back during the summer, I was in a hospital for 5 days, and I was bored as could be, just about, And Mom brought up some books up there. She said, "Here, read," And I did. I read some books and kept my mind occupied and kept my mind active, and I had some puzzle books that I worked too. Matter of fact, one of my good friends, Jeff Dunn, and his wife Veronica, they go ever so often to the hospital at Whitesburg, I believe it is, and they take puzzle books, they take coloring books, magazines, different books. They'll take up there ever so often to the people at the hospital. And the reason they do that for is because, they saw that need, and they realized that there was a need for that. I think one of them was in the hospital, and they had a family member in the hospital, I think the way they tell me, and they seen a church group coming in doing that. And so they said, well, why don't we start that back home? And they did. And, it doesn't cost nothing to show kindness. It doesn't cost nothing to show love. It doesn't cost nothing to show a little bit of love and kindness to somebody. And you don't have to know the person to share kindness. You don't have to know who they are to share kindness and love. But, go out of your way a little bit and pass on love and kindness. And, if you read a book, my philosophy is this: I have to read the book myself, if it's a book, before I pass it on to somebody else. That's one of my philosophies. And then after I see the book, after I read a book, oftentimes their books are donated to the thrift stores and Goodwills. I'll pick out them books that I've read. You might say, well, what do you do that for? Because I want to pass them on to other people. If I enjoy reading it, I want to pass it on to somebody else so they can enjoy reading it. But anyway, I encourage you, though, just to show a little bit of kindness and pass on your books and magazines. Just pass them on to people after you get through reading them, that somebody else might enjoy reading. Okay? Just a thought, food for thought. God bless y'all.